teaching. Oh, look who at the door today. Who at the door today? Oh, you know who at the door today. You know who at the door today? What is going on, everyone? The 50 sub special about to commence right now, and I just want to say, those of you who checked out the new music, they say, yo, Christmas tree, you say it's elemental. Thank you. Those of you who support this, also thank you. Y'all keeping me alive during these crazy. I say crazy? Crazy. Ridiculous times. It's not even crazy. It's ridiculous at this point with a lot of things going on. But the music has been strong, and let's just get into this. 50 sub special. I've worked every waking moment of my life to achieve such a fascinating milestone. Really has been something else. This whole year has been something else. So, without further ado, follow me.
His name is Birdie Madoff. You know he got the trade-off. Has some aspirations of finessing, but he's way off.
2020 for me was a year like it was for all of you. I experienced many hardships in my personal and professional life. Some things that would make you consider, WTF, this is real life. And unfortunately, like nothing new, it is indeed real life. But that doesn't mean that it stopped me or caused me from rising too low to the occasion. As a fact, we have been rising above the occasion, I think at least. With the pandemic inhibiting most of my main gigs, I took to other things. Sleeping, writing even more music, rapping, performing in the streets for money. Did I mention the trumpet? That is not getting any easier, by the way. And those of you who know about the trumpet, man, a rough one. In general right now, things have been going quite alright. Weird to say that. It feels weird to say that, and it feels weird to be here to say that. And I'm lucky I'm even, able to do what I'm doing and able to be here. And luckily, I'm healthy for the most part, I think. I know I am. Wow. 2020, man, what a fucking year. Real talk, I hate to kind of slur out a little curse word there, but I mean, it really was something else. I mean, for everybody, But yeah, the trumpet has been no more of anything but a crazy struggle. I sometimes wish it gets easier, and it really does not. Getting older does not help. I'm so old at this point. The trumpet kicking me in the face, is that new? No. I'm used to it now, kind of. But it's at a point, I'm at a point in my life where it's like, I recognize how talented I am and, what I need to do to make it happen. And, part of me, kind of still getting kicked in the face, is just not working hard enough. Or, I work hard enough for a while, and then, I'll sleep for, 2 days. Legitimately, I'll sleep, just, do nothing, lay in bed, maybe take, 3 or 4 naps throughout the day, do that 2 days in a row, and I go to play, and I pretty much lost what I just gained. That's the trumpet for you. That is the beautiful thing of this instrument. But, the best quote I've ever heard was, if it was so easy, everyone would be doing it. Especially with high note trumpet, if it was so easy, everyone would be doing it. It's some big facts. It's not easy. Especially if you want to do it the right way and you don't want to hurt yourself. Not easy. You really got to dedicate time, and you really got to, go slow, and you really got to practice, And if you don't, I mean, it's just like you're on the bandstand, you're going to sound like and everyone's going to know. It's so funny, I see people sound, playing trumpet, I see them sound bad and stuff like that. No one says a word to them, but when I sound bad, people say a word to me. It's just different with me. I just, I take it very seriously. I'm at a very high standard.
I have to keep it there, or I will lose my gigs. But gigs, funny enough, speaking of which, I've been around. I've been doing all kinds of weird and like random things. Like I just had a recording session. I stopped on the way back in Stanford, and on top of all that, I've been busking a lot, and the busking has been insane. It's where the money at right now, which is like super funny for me. You know, I'll go and I'll do it, and I'll make like $200 in like $100, $200 in like an hour, stuff like that. And funny. I've been doing it since the summer, but recently I've really had the incentive to go because like any other musician right now, times are tough. You gotta make money somehow. Gotta pay the bills somehow, right? So I it's been go out there in the streets and I can play, and it's for me like I've dealt with a lot of like I still do deal with like a lot of depression and like stuff like that just from like life doing me dirty, as it probably does all of you pretty dirty as well. And like I'll go out there and I'll do it and I'll forget about everything, and like it's so funny because it's like you're playing for people, you're playing, and like whatever's going on, I assess the situation, and I don't play anything like crazy. I play like the Rocky theme. I made up my own kind of version of the Rocky theme, but I always start with the Saints Go Marching In. I always but yeah, I'll play stuff like that, and it captivates everyone's attention. It's like so funny how what I got roasted for, throughout, towards the end of my music school career, when I really was like, getting into what I love to do, which is play loud and very full and abrasive and a lot of high notes and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff that I was getting crucified for before I left music school and in general throughout my career. It's so funny. Like now it's like my time to shine. I mean, like, it's just like now it's my chance to like actually like use my talent. And it's funny how like, something I was roasted for all the time is now actually, making me some money and like is actually keeping me afloat during all this craziness. And like I don't even want to. I didn't think I'd like even kind of put this in my video and kind of. But it's like this thing. People think I'm cocky about it. I'm not cocky about it. I'm just real about it. And it's so funny. I always be real about like what I am with my what I can do and whatnot. It's just like I'll stand up for myself, right? I'll stand up for myself, and it's so funny. It's always after I stand up for myself and be real about it is always when I like like I do something that makes me look stupid or like I'll screw up or like something that makes me look dumb. Just like, and it's like, I'm never, like, I've been around musicians. I've played with a lot of killing and, like, not killing and pretty good. I've been around a lot of killing musicians who are just so cocky and, like, nothing bad ever happens to them. The second I stand up for myself a little bit, oh, boom, something bad always got to happen. So I try to keep it as humble as possible. I mean, I'm always like that, but, like, I really try to keep it humble because, like, I swear to God, the second I do anything, but it's like I'm not even being, like, cocky. I'm just, standing up for myself and my talent and what I've worked, years of my life for, and I stand up for myself and things go wrong, which is so funny. I never understand that yet. People who I hang out with who are super killing, like, and they're cocky, nothing bad ever happens to them. It's just good. They just sound even better. So it's like, but to get to the point, busking has been crazy, and it's crazy how, like I said, something I was roasted for all throughout music school and, in my life, you play too loud, you got chill, right place, right time, has actually now, it's been my time to shine. So that's kind of funny. So I really enjoy it though. I go out there and like I enjoy it. And like it's like you're reading a situation. Everyone who comes by you is a certain situation. You got to play to like appease these people, and that's the thing. Like all the stuff I play, like these people buy it and they're throwing me 5s, 20, and then there's times I'll check my thing and there'll be like 520s in there. I'm like, oh my gosh. So right now, the little thing I have going, and shout out to my boy Kenny Pinata, tomato. Shout out to him. He he was the one who had me come out in the summer and was like, dude, we should busk out here. Like I'm telling you, it's good, and we were doing it, and people loved it, and it's so funny. Like it started with me and him. We bring out like a speaker, and sometimes we play in this rap group out there, which is really cool. Actually, I play in a rap group in Stanford called Party of All. There's another one called Briefly Educated. Most of the same people. We all kind of we all play together, and so it's like 2 different groups, and then we always chill at the studio.
where a few of the members, you know, they work there, and it's really cool. It's called the Carriage House, actually a very well-known studio in Stanford, and it's like, it's so cool because, like, you know, we're always there chilling and like recording, and like it's just awesome, and rehearsing. And then but anyways, like, so sometimes we go out with, like, you know, some of the bandmates from there. We go out recently in the last 2 or 3 months. I've been going, and in the last week or so I've really been going, and I've been pulling in, you know, a decent amount of money. It's been pretty sick. And you know, there's a lot of things that go through your mind, and that go through my mind too when I do it. Obviously, Corona. Number 2, I've dealt with some sketchy motherfucking people out there. Side note, the people actually really do enjoy it. The police like me. The people love it. Even I was out there the other day, and this lady came out. She was like, "Oh my God!" Like she's like, every time I hear your music, it makes me so happy. And like for me, that was like really the most heartwarming thing I could have ever heard in my life. I mean, that was so beautiful. But to recap, man, I mean, things have been like really well. Definitely gotta shape my beard. I'm just trying to hang in there and get better and be consistent. And just, like, you know, get together on the horn. And, like, even as a musician, if I'm considering myself a professional. At the end of the day, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know every single song. I know some. The ones I do know, I know some in all 12 keys. You know, so it's just stuff like that. I just need to, like, sit down, learn more tunes, more lyrics. But I say this to everybody. I'm going to feel crazy if I repeat it. It all comes down to, like, sometimes I work too hard. Other times I don't work hard enough. And for someone who loves it as much as me, like, it's really hard to, like, you know, not go too hard. So at this point, I just don't even care. Like, I give my music my all sometimes, and there's always going to be a good or bad effect, and you learn from it. You keep going, you know. My lip, even, like, you know, a good example of, like, you know, there's so much you learn from, you know, trial and error. And, you know, yeah, you're always gonna have people who are just, you know, pricks and just whack, and like who, and then others who are not pricks and whack, who are people you want to respect, and they'll never see eye to eye on you. And you know, there's always so much drama. I just try to keep my mouth shut and just stay in my own lane. And in the first couple of clips of this video, the first one was a new song I'm actually working on called Imaginations. So there'll be like an apostrophe over the imagination. I'll probably release a video me playing over it tomorrow. It's actually very inspired by this, actually. And then the other one that you heard before I, you know, kind of got more into the vlogish part, is one called Bernie Madoff that I started working on around summertime, actually. I'm super pumped about that song. All I can do, I can't think about anything else. All I want to do is get that song out. That is also paramount. I'm featuring one more rapper on it. I'm trying to get him on it. He is such a dope artist. I love this guy. He's from Connecticut. His name is Spark Kent. Dope.
Got caught on how to fight, you hear my phone, still walking around talking shit with a mechanical jaw. Flame on dog, don't wanna damage your paws. Hit up Santa Claus, he'll come break your bands and gauze. Oh man, there he goes, talking shit again.
All this guy, if you don't, it's fucking dope. I love rapping. I love writing music, and you know, so I'm trying to, you know, bring it. Just keep. I'm just trying to, you know, keep doing what I want to be doing, and just keep bringing music into the world, man. You know. So it's really beautiful, and you guys actually want to see something cool, actually, I'll show you some other stuff I've been working on. The Super Bowl, which no one cares about. This is where the magic happens, like they say on MTV Cribs. This is actually the room where I write music in. Actually, written so much music in this room. I used to write music score on my laptop, and it's so funny. Music score on my laptop has like 200 of my own originals that are all just like, some of that music is really crazy and like, yeah, pretty out there. But on here, I got like a lot more like. Yes, LOL. But I got stuff like that coming. That's a non-out arrangement I've been working on for my friend for like a long time. I keep telling him I'm gonna get it done for him, and I got a lot of stuff going on too. So I got around to finishing it, so I'm gonna try to finish that for him. But once I finish that, Nanette gig about to be coming around. I might be hitting up some of you to play in a Nanette. Let's get it. Before I end the 50 subscriber special, thank you for watching. I want to say I'm surrounded by so many of you who are so talented, and like people, there are especially people who are like, you know, I saw them, they were good, and like now they're just insane, you know, and they work so hard. There's a lot of them, they know who they are, you know. It's just like, there's so many people I know who are just like getting so good, and like I'm just kind of plateauing.
I'm very embarrassed actually about how I sound right now as like an overall trumpet player. I'm kind of rusty on my songs right now, like the tunes I know, but I'm trying my best. And like I said, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Everything is what it is, and you got to keep going. And you're gonna deal with a lot of bullshit, and you just got to deal with it accordingly. But the biggest thing is be a good person, be a nice person, be nice. Everything will work out. Be nice, respectful, give back. Everything will work out. Be anything else but that, things will not work out. That's it for tonight, though. More of this kind of stuff coming. More obscenely trumpet nerding out coming. I'm talking new mouthpieces, new horns, reviews, flugelhorn eventually. More trumpet tips from yours truly. Just an overall love for everything music related. So, have a great night. Stay swinging.